Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. A bit of an update, just to show that I am listening to everything you guys feed me. I get so many good ideas from you guys, and I am following through on a lot of stuff in the background, and I thought I'd give you a bit of a sneak peek in the background as well. You guys know that I run the Rose Rocks website, and I've got a little store there. I sell things like my polishing powder and a couple of my sintered diamond burr kits. I'm now going to stock these massive, really strong sintered diamond burrs. So these ones just here. These are all like the 80 grit you can see here with the black band. So these are what I do. I tend to do a lot of this work off camera, and it's just to prep a couple stones, you know, ones with huge layers of ironstone that I need to get rid of before I get down to the opal, or anything with a huge crust. I'll actually use these to get rid of them. I'm going to start offering those because people have been asking me for them. But what you can see here is a lot of stuff that people have been asking for, because I didn't realize until a few people commented that things on Amazon are actually getting ridiculously expensive. Things like this, so these are just standard electroplated burrs. I want to start giving people the option to not use the sintered diamonds. Like, compared to a kit of these sintered diamonds, one of these, it's going to cost like less than $1. So I'm going to start trying to get good stocks here, and what you can see on the bench is all the stuff that I'm currently trialing, and so might end up on the page if I do like them. So I've got little aluminium oxide dressing stones for the sintered diamond buyers. I'm trying things like different types of felt burr. I've finally found one that I really like, so this will be the one. That'll help with all the people with polishing, and I'll start putting together polishing kits and stuff with all the things you need as well, so you don't really need to know what you're doing. And even small things, like these mandrels are going to be used for cutting discs, the saw blades. And you can see here, there's not a lot of difference. This one's just got a shank that gets reduced slightly down to the same standard size, whereas this one's got it all the way up. I'm trying things like this, where there's only a minor difference, but I am going to give them a crack because I'm only going to be supplying things that I am happy with and that I think can give people a lot of great value, because I did not know, but even online stores like Amazon are starting to get really expensive, and I'm not a fan of that. I'm also trialing a couple little bit more experimental things. This is the thinnest diamond electroplated blade you can actually buy. You can see it flexes incredibly easily in comparison to the one that I've got and using currently. So in terms of size, it's a bit smaller, but for really small stones with tiny little color bars that I want to split between, I'm going to get little diamond blades like this, but I'll also stock some of the bigger electroplated ones as well. And then even things like this, I always say that you can use sandpaper. These are little sandpaper drum kind of wheels, so they last a lot longer. You can just peel them back and cut off the surface that you've already used. So that's a 5,000 there, but they can go as low as, like, there's a 240 just behind that. I think the 240 is probably the lowest. And I'm gonna play with these because I've never used them before, but I am willing to give them a crack because I have used sandpaper before, and I'm interested to see whether these little drum things work. Everything that I'm trying to get with the same shank size as well. This is the 2.35 millimeter shank size. So then you don't even have to change collates or use an adjustable chuck or anything. You can just have the one collet and, yeah, just swap between every stage, from rough sanding or rough grinding all the way through to the final polish. It's something that frustrated me a lot when I started out, changing over collates before I had an adjustable chuck. But even the adjustable chucks aren't great. They do die pretty quickly, and maybe I should stock those in the store. I go through them a fair bit. So yeah, please comment in the comments anything you can think of that you want me to hunt down and try to get a manufacturer for, because I'm just sick of things like this costing way more than they should. Looking back on when I started, there were plenty of options to get these really cheap. Like, you could get these in a 10-pack for just a couple dollars. And you can see here I'm trialing out a bunch of different experimental things. These ones I'm not overly keen on because of the size of them. But you can see here, instead of getting the sintered diamond kit, maybe I can start offering things like this electroplated one for a tiny fraction of the price. And it'll give people a good feel, and then, yeah, after they've done that, they can upgrade to a sintered diamond kit. No worries, you haven't lost a lot of money, and they will do some good work, so you can still get the job done with them. They just don't last anywhere near as long. So yeah, that's where I'm at currently. Just trialing a lot of stuff in the background, a lot of cheaper options, and hopefully you'll see all of this on the store at some point, or at least the ones that I'm a fan of. A lot of things aren't making it to the store because, well, sometimes you think something's going to be good and it just doesn't turn out so, and it's good to test. It's always good to test. I'm willing to give anything a try, so if anyone's got any ideas, send them through either in the comments or by email to roysrocks@yahoo.com, and I will look at everything. Like, seriously, I look at absolutely everything. I see all your comments, reply to them, and I actually follow up and chase up on things as well. So by all means, get in touch, let me know, and I'll do my best. On that note, I'm going to trial some of these sandpaper wheels tonight, and I'll see how they go. So catch you in the next video, where I think I'll actually be carving some Ethiopian opal. It's almost done, so that'll probably be the one. Either way, I'll see you in the next one.